I haven't posted a video in a while because, well, actually we were just been working very diligently, taking care of little detail stuff. So nothing big was happening. But now that we got a lot of little stuff done, I figured I'd post a video so you could see what we've been working on. I don't think I posted a video since we did this front section, but it's coming out really nice. We got that all opened up. Got some lights on it. Mom picked out these cool looking numbers. Ben put some recessed lights up in here. All this will get painted white with the brick, which is going to really look nice. Still need to move that rose bush. Got the gutter part back on. Got the downspout back. Over here, I don't know if you remember, but we needed to take this window out so we could push the use that space for a closet for the master. We got that brick back in again, so that's ready for paint. I've been working on the fence and the gate, and I put this concrete slab, little piece of concrete down, and with a PVC, so that when you close the gate, it stays closed nice and tight. It was kind of wonky before. Been working on just getting this all cleaned up and looking better. We're going to paint it black once we get it ready. We got the stumps ground. Still need to bring the tractor over and level all this out, and then we'll just plant some grass seed. Got this area back here cleaned up. I don't know if you remember what that looked like, but there's just a bunch of junk back here. Got that cleaned up, got that stump ground. We still need to move this little building. It's coming up pretty soon. Got to fix some of this vinyl. I think I have a solution for that. I'm calling this building Minty Fresh because she's looking kind of mint now that we got it cleaned up. And on the awning, we got that straightened out, get the scallop pieces off. At this point, we're thinking we'll probably just paint it and let that go. Ben and I took the door off. I don't know if you remember how bad that thing looked, but we took the door off and sanded it all down, leveled it out, and we put this, it's kind of like a PVC product, and it basically just cleans things up. It'll hold up to the weather, and we'll just paint it the same color as the front door, I think. That's what we're planning on doing. But we got this room, got the walls painted. We still need to come back and paint the ceiling. We put these strips of wood on because the sheetrock was all busted out, and we didn't want to get too involved in this little building because it's just kind of like a bonus building. In fact, we're not even going to take the texture off. We're just going to spray it that flat white. Ben got the bars out of the windows, and we put this paneling in there to clean that up. And then we replaced the AC unit because the previous owner decided to take the other one with them. But we got one that comes with a remote, which is kind of cool. And you can set it on automatic. So when you set the temperature, once it reaches that temperature, it'll shut itself off. And it already has the heat strip in the bottom. So you basically end up having a climate controlled room. But kind of cool, they have these outlets up a little bit higher. This would be a really nice spot for a stand-up desk, and you'd have a nice view out the back. Especially once we get some landscaping out there, it makes it look a little bit prettier. But yeah, this building is pretty much a go. We just need to come back and paint the ceiling the flat white, and then do a little bit of repair on the vinyl, and then paint this building the same color as we're going to paint the main building. So there's that. And then over here, well, I guess I'll touch base on this. We've been working on breaking down this. The previous owner left a bunch of this angle iron rebar configuration. I'm not sure what it was. I'm wondering if it was some kind of kennel, but you can see a bunch of pieces. I've got some stuff stacked up over here for the scrap guy to come pick up, but we're still breaking those down. Some of the pieces, some of the metal we're reusing. I'll show you where out front, but on the way over I don't know if you remember, there was a real hideous door on the back here. We took that door off, and we used some of the side paneling because it's wider. The ridge is wider. We used that to piece this in where the door used to be. And then we got some new paneling for the side so that it's all the same corrugation. And we'll just be painting that the same color as the house. They did have a extension cord coming from this outlet running underground to supply power to the building, which is like crazy. So we came in and put this, I think it's an inch diameter conduit coming over from the main box. So we ran all that to keep it nice and safe, and there's plenty of space inside the conduit to add wiring. But then in here we brought this box in, and it has more places to put more circuits if somebody wanted to. And for now we just put 2 outlets. We ran everything in conduit, keep it nice and safe. Ran the conduit up to the top. We put these lights in. Really clean this place up. Makes it a lot more functional. But for now we just have these 2 outlets. And as you can see, we transitioned all of our stuff that was in the back room. Everything's in here now. So this is our last. The inside of this building is done, other than maybe clean the floor again. But we're not going to do anything to the walls or anything. It is what it is. We built these doors. I don't know if you remember what he had before. It looked like he used pickets from a fence. We use the same system that I used to build the doors down at the property. Basically, it's about the same size, and we got it all done. And for some reason, the quality of the wood these days, it just wouldn't hold its shape. So we took some of that angle iron that was on that kennel, cleaned it up, and drilled some holes in it, and used it to brace up the doors, and they're working great. Nice and tight. They fit well. Even sound substantial. So then this will all get painted same color as the house as well. So let's see. Oh, let's stop in here. This is the room that was dubbed the dungeon. They actually had the washer and dryer out here, and we relocated the washer and dryer, and we decided, you know what, let's take this place up a notch. Mom decided that we should spring for a new water heater, so we got a new water heater in here. We put some OSB on the walls and just painted it gauntlet gray, actually. Put this new switch in with the conduit, keep it nice and safe. Put a window in that's actually just plexiglass, and it's got a film on it, so it doesn't look transparent right now, but it will be. Once we get things cleaned up and painted, we'll be taking that film off, so lets a lot of light come in here. Even when you don't have the light on, it stays well lit. So these are just, then over here, that brick was all broken out, so I restacked the brick and remortared it, put that piece of PVC cap on there just to kind of clean things up, because that goes right into the crawl space and just kind of looking like, but we're going to leave this kind of the way it is, just really cool looking brick. And remember before, Ben had already put that all those wires into a conduit, and we used to have a bunch of wires just run all over the place in here. We got that all cleaned up, so that's just working on little stuff. And then not really a lot else, I don't think. If you come inside, we already had this pretty much done in here. That's still locked. So we'll go in the side door. So the main house is pretty much done. So I had to bring a little bistro table over just to kind of glam the place up a little bit, because we were using the old table that was left in building out back and just had a piece of OSB on it, but decided to bring that over, just kind of glam the place up some. But this area here has been done, and now we've got this area in here. Like I said, we transitioned over to the garage, so we got this emptied out, and tomorrow morning I'll be working on getting these ceilings smooth so that we can shoot some paint in here. Got that mantle off, and makes the fireplace look so much bigger not having that mantle there. And then once we paint it white, it's going to really open the place up. But got the covers off the windows, so lets a lot of daylight come in. So yeah, that's where we're at. Hopefully by the end of this week, this room will be white, and we can start putting that floor down. Put the flooring up on a couple of furniture dollies, just so we can move them around while we're getting some paint on the walls, and plus when we get started on the floors. So that's where we're at. Hopefully, we're hoping at this point, Ben and I were talking, wrapping up last week, with what we have left. This is a couple-day project in here, and then we've probably have, I don't know, maybe a little bit less than half of the house pressure washed. Pressure washed the little green building. Ben and I don't know if you remember how bad the garage building looked. But yesterday, Ben and I tag teamed, and the roof was so full of algae. It looked like the roof was rusted. I'll get back here so you can take a look at it, but it cleaned up really nice. Makes the building look that much bigger. So yeah, we're just going to leave that the way it is and just paint the sides, because it was hard enough to get up there to clean that thing. Try to get up there and try to paint it would be risky business. So that's where we're at. The only thing that we have left to do that we still haven't totally figured out, we're going to have to take this cover, this awning thing off of here, because it's just not functioning. It doesn't come out far enough. It's too low. We got some ideas, but we haven't ironed that down yet. But that's another thing. When we get the tractor over here, we'll get that thing off of there and just come up with something clean and simple. It's nice to have that covered area, to have a place on the back side of the house where you can just chill out. So we're going to hopefully be able to come up with a solution to have something there. But again, something simple, because we're hoping maybe outside of the landscaping to have everything done within the next 2 weeks. So that's where we're at. Just want to give you an update, let you know what's going on.